Hello. In this class we are going to talk about these cutting machines. So if you have to do some cutting in the wall and you don't know which one to use, I'm going to show you which one you have to use. So in this case we have this tool is called multitool. So we have rigid, we have DeWalt, we have many brands. What I recommend is rigid or DeWalt. Because why? Because for instance with rigid you have this option that you can move it like that. For instance the locking mechanism, and you can remove the blade very quickly. With DeWalt it has the same feature, so but it's different. It's just from here you push here and you will remove the blade very quickly. With the other brands, for instance Milwaukee or maybe Makita, some of the Ryobi that I seen, you have a screw here, you have to unscrew it and then remove this. It has like a latching mechanism, something similar here, and then you have to put it back. Or another ones, instead of having the latching mechanism and the screw, it's just the screw, you have to unscrew it, screw it back, or you need like a Allen key or something like that just to remove this. Too much. So what I recommend is using something like this very quickly. You push it down, you see the shaft move out of the way, you put the other one, and that's it. So also you can put it in almost any position, as you can see, depending on the way you want to cut. So it works almost in any way. What I do is when I put it in the box, I put it this way. So that way you put it like that. So that way with the blade is not going to cut the toolbox or anything like that. So that is what I recommend in this case, because I'm going to show you a little bit how to cut. I'm going to leave it like that, but it's very easy, very quick, it's fast. So for instance, if you have to cut the wall, what you do is you put it like that, then you start cutting, and then, because if you go all the way straight like that, you will go through all the way through the wall, and then you have to take it out and then move it like that and then go like that. But if you go like this, you see, you're going to go so much faster. So basically you do this. With this tool, the good thing is whatever you put in front of it, that is what you're going to cut. If you put it like that, you see, it will not cut your fingers or anything like that. So it's very safe. I like this tool a lot. And another thing about the rigid is that you can put different heads, as you can see here, and then you can do different type of work. But the thing is, the other heads are not that powerful. So if you need, if you're going to do like a big job, I recommend just the tool that is made for that purpose, and that's it. In this case, for this and this, it works amazingly. I have used it in big shops, small shops, and it works amazingly. But if you're going to replace this, for instance, with a drill head or something like that, it sucks. It's very slow, and I don't recommend it. But for stuff like that, it works just fine. So when do you have to use this? If you're going to use, for instance, in drywall, it works amazingly. It cuts very fast, and you're not going to have any problem. Usually the blade is going to last almost forever if you use it only for drywall. If you're going to use it for metal, or if you're going to use it with plaster, if you use plaster, forget it. I mean, this blade is not going to last not even a cut. I mean, not even a box. It's going to get destroyed or dull very quickly. So if you're going to use it with like I said before, drywall, great. Wood, great. Metal, I try to stay away from metal, except if it's something very little or something that that the metal is not that hard. Otherwise, you're going to destroy these blades very quickly. Why I don't recommend, for instance, Bosch or something like the octagonal head. I don't recommend it because the blades are very expensive, I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong, but you know, they're very expensive. These blades are very cheap. These are like universal blades, and you can use it almost in most of the other machine. Bosch, they have their own thing, and they are crazy expensive. So that is why I have Bosch, but I try to use these if I can. Bosch, I use it just maybe in some special occasion. Bosch, the good thing about Bosch is it doesn't overheat that quick when you're working in the summertime. Also, if you are, for instance, working cutting a plumbing or something like that with Bosch, it can get splashed, something like that, and it will keep working. With this, at least with rigid, if it gets a little bit of moisture or something like that, it will stop working. So it's crazy. But I didn't try, you know, to make it wet the wall for now. But I think they are good machine. With the Bosch, it goes through almost anything, no big deal. So it depends. So I have many tools. I use whatever is more convenient depending on the shop. So if you're going to go through plaster, and if you want to cut some pizza, maybe you can use this. I never tried with pizza, but I think it's going to work, maybe. But okay, let's go back to work now. The thing is, with this, if you're going to use it with drywall, it works great, very fast as well. It depends. And the only thing with drywall, you know, you're going to have dust everywhere. With this, with the other one is less, because if, let's say, if you cut like that, it's going to spin this way. You're going to have a lot of dust here. The good thing about this, you can switch. You can turn on and off the switch, and then you're going to switch the spin. So it can spin one way, or it can spin the other way. So when you use one or the other one, so let's say if you are cutting just kind of like that at this height, and then if you have this spinning this way, you're going to have all the dust coming to your face. If you don't want that, what you can do is push the button, and then it will spin the other way, and all the dust and everything is going to go to the opposite side. So that is why I like this. So I use this a lot for plaster. So if you're going to use plaster to cut through plaster, you can put the disc that is for ceramic, and works amazingly. That is the best part. Ceramic or wood. With wood, I use this disc. I'm going to show you. So, for instance, this that I have right now is for drywall or plastic. It cuts very well, but I try with wood, and it's amazing. I mean, it cuts very, very fast. So, in a few seconds, it cuts almost everything. And if you have to cut metal, you can remove the disc, put the disc that is for metal, and that's it. Or you can use even the ceramic for, like I said, for plaster, works amazingly. And also, if you want to use the same disc for metal, it works. So I never had any issue with the one that is for ceramic, using it with metal. So usually that is the one I use the most, because the other one, the bad thing, the one that is for metal, it wears out very quickly. So these are the pros and cons of these tools. So it depends whatever you have to do. You can use one or the other one. And hopefully this video was useful. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you are outside the United States, you want to send you these tools, just let me know as well, and I'll help you. See you next class.